Hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to another meditation town hall. And so it's good to see everyone as we're bringing people in. And I want to welcome our Lama. Come on in. Thank you, Lama, for being here. All yours.
In case you don't recognize that, that's the great magician's signal of come on in. If I can remember Penn and Teller, check them out. Another thing that's important to recognize is no, this is not a Buddha hat. No, it's not a Boston hat. It's a Brooklyn Dodgers hat of old. The new LA Dodgers are dark blue. This is a Brooklyn Dodgers hat from Ebbets Field from my previous lifetime as a Brooklyn Jew with my Polish grandfather who took me to my first game and initiated me when I was 5. He's still going strong, although he's in the happy hunting grounds, but, I'm sure he's rooting for the renegade, faithless abandoner Dodgers today anyway. Anyway, nice to see you all. It's a beautiful Sunday. Another noteworthy part of our tour is my niece Allison's one of her big oil paintings behind me. Very sunny, that's why I put it there. I like this one. So there's a lot going on in the world, a lot to think about or unthink about. Anyway, now we have a moment to step off the treadmill, the gerbil wheel, the merry-go-round, whatever we think it is, whatever we feel like it is. The tidal waves, I don't know. And have moments of peace and serenity and harmony together in the heart and love, in the heart of the great matter. And a moment of silence for all those who are suffering around the world and at home and here too. In Gaza and Lebanon and Ukraine and drying up in Cuba and burning and flooding and Hurricane Alley in the south of this, east of this country, and so much suffering, outer and inner and subtle. So a moment of silence, including all in our heart's inspiration, bodhicitta aspiration today. May there be peace and harmony, happiness, fulfillment, and contentment in this tumultuous and violent world. And may we all together fulfill the promise of the infinite spiritual journey for the boundless benefit of one and all. Thank you. And I can see I'm getting a lot of texts from my board members, not to be partisan, not to be political, so I'd better take off my Biden hat just to be silly and put on my Yankee hat. I don't even have a Yankee hat, otherwise I'd put it on. No, don't start sending me Yankee hats, please. They won't get through the border anyway into Massachusetts, I guarantee that. And just really open to the one taste, the great equality of us all. All children of God to talk English, all endowed with the luminous Buddha nature, the bodhicitta, the Buddha-ness, the bodhi nature, the bodhi potential, however you want to translate the Tathagata Garbha, the Buddha-ness within, to talk Buddhist jargon. So useful, so interesting. If we're all Buddhas by nature, I wonder how come I don't feel like a Buddha most of the time, or even great. Just, but you can think for yourself about your own existential situation. Just getting together, what a blessing. Just being here now. Most are not, curiously enough. What a blessing, just to be here now. The majority are not, curiously enough. I don't know how to explain that since we always are. But that's the mystery of spiritual life, and it's not either or. It's much more interesting and rich than that. Invoking and inviting all the blessings, inspiration, encouragement, guidance, healing, empowerment from all those on high, deeper, greater than us, however you conceive of it, all those on high in a bad way of putting it, for us children here in Sunday, school, the universe, city of this world, us seekers, us truth seekers, us learners, lifelong learners, here on the bleeding edge of consciousness, going beyond IQ and EQ and AI and super AI, and really just settling down and arriving and resting in the heart of the matter beyond all such anagrams and concepts, crypto and pseudo and alto, and just being beyond nano and mono and mono, and just being with a capital B, small I. The ens, as Kant called it, essence, isness, beingness, impossible to put into words. Yet so many words, but we try. Just being, hey, as you already are. Rest, abide in, enjoy the natural state, savor the natural state. As it is. Excuse me, not as it ain't. The natural state. Or whatever state you got at the moment, that will have to do. Yimahu. Wonderful. Nothing missing to get, reach for, pine for, long for, nothing extra to get rid of or try to attain or get away from. As it is, the Dzogchen slogan. Seeing things as they is, seeing clearly, clear vision, the first step on the noble path of wisdom. Not as it ain't, through our smoky or murky or rosy-colored glasses, whatever the case may be. Naked awareness practice, so-called meditation, is excellent practice for the aware life. It's like batting practice or golf practice for the game itself, for real life, not just hopping through life cross-legged. How absurd. Or with eyes closed, driving around with eyes closed, with one eye closed, so you're meditating. How absurd. Open, present, attentive, wakeful, interested, even curious. What's this? What's next? Not, been here, done that, seen it before. I know what you're going to think. I'm just going to stay behind my newspaper, if you can find one. Newspaper here at the breakfast table. I know what you're going to think anyway, mate of many years. No, how about, good morning. Who are you today? Even if you're alone, looking in the mirror, good morning, who are you today? How are you? Oh, still being, still alive this morning. What a miracle. Like Billy Crystal said, introducing the Oscars, and he must be 80. It's so great to be here. I mean, to be anywhere. As in, many are not, no longer with us. Life is tenuous, impermanent, uncertain. Death is more certain. So just being with a capital B is this. Just settling in the moment, just sitting, just breathing, just being aware, awaring, awareful, like God. Awareness is a verb. Mindful rather than mindless, like Goddess. Mindful is a verb. Just do it, as she says. Or maybe that was Mike. Just do it. Breathing in, breathing out. Nothing extra. In fact, you can even stop doing that and just relax. You don't have to do that either. Just fooling ourselves. Let the breathing breathe you. Human spirits, living beings. Who's breathing you? Are you really doing it? Who's producing your thoughts? What is the creative principle? Who's doing what around here? Or as the ancient Tao Te Ching says, who's on first? Or maybe that was Abbott and Costello. Check it out. Google it. You'll love it. It's the World Series. It's important to find out before the last game who's on first. Change your life. You'll be world champion. Self-master after that. Just sitting, natural bodies, Buddha's body, Nirmanakaya, perfect embodiment, Tulku in Tibetan. Just breathing. Natural breath and energy is Buddha's breath and energy. The great Tao, natural flow. Just let go. Let it come and go. Let be. That's the secret. Letting go, letting be, as is. Rest in the natural state or whatever state you think you're in. That will have to do. Just sitting, just breathing, and third, just being. The Dharmakaya. Ultimate reality. The divine heart mind. Dharmakaya. Buddha. Thuda and Thuda. Like you. Duh. Who the Buddha? Friends, it's an ancient koan or spiritual riddle to chew on. Who the Buddha? You. Duh. Not just playing with words here. You can take this to the bank. Think about it. That's why Zen teachings metaphorically say if you meet the Buddha on the road, kill him. Of course, Buddha is a non-violent tradition. It means if you see the Buddha outside, it ain't the real Buddha. Look deeper. People say look within. That's a little one-way street-ish maybe, but yes, since we're so outward-oriented, look within. Plumb the inner space, infinite inner space, probably even greater, deeper, larger than outer space. Who can measure these infinites? Like Thoreau said, my erstwhile neighbor had conquered at Walden Pond and conquered Mass. Rather than read the news, which seems the same every day, I'd rather read the eternities. Just sitting, just breathing, just being. Have we gone over that? I can't remember. I'm starting again. That's the secret. Zen teachings make it explicit. Start again. First moment, best moment. Trungpa's poem, first thought, best thought. It means just this right now. No need for chains of discursive and analytical thinking unless you're getting paid for it, unless it's your work. This breath, only breath, this moment, only moment. Just this, thisness, thusness, dharmata, tathagata garbha, whatever fancy words you call it. Natural state. the United State of heart and mind. Imaho. Way to go. Thank you. Love you. And enjoy the joy of the serenity, the harmony, the energy, luminosity, lucidity of natural meditations, of Jin meditation. Present awareness, moment by moment, non-judgmental, present awareness. That's it. The essence of Buddhist awakening meditation. Tujung Rinpoche saying, Tatai Shepa, Rikpa Soma Jempa. Nowness awareness is the authentic, unfabricated, organic Buddha within. Imaho, way to go. Thank you. Wow, that's amazing. Enjoy the show. Best show, the only show in town. Those own projections and interpretations. Imaho. Openness and awareness, light and lively, inseparable. Cultivate incandescent presence, present awareness, awareness with a capital A plus, just being with a capital B plus. See? Seeing is freeing. Imaho. Way to go. Thank you. Hallelujah. Swaha. Amen. And savor the moment. Mana of organic meditation as it is. Awareness flow, letting go. Oh, oh, like a bubble turns inside out in the ocean, in the sea of pure, unadulterated seeing. Seeing through momentary, illusory, dreamlike phenomena and noumena, mind stuff. Cutting through, seeing through, just being through and through. Through it all. True. Yes. Thank you. Eyes open, ears open, mouth open, go gaga a little, get out of your rational mind. Don't be like Rodin's Le Penseur, the thinker. So Pacempo, the great connection, the natural great perfection, sky gazing, space mingling, infinite savoring, sea dissolving, organic awareness, natural meditation beyond effort, concentration, directional goal, beyond mind, the conceptual mind, intuitive, essence, like love, beyond the conceptual mind, the rational intellect, words and concepts. Big love, unconditional love, Buddha's love, Jesus' love, divine love. Who knows what to call it? Unconditional love works for me. In mutual reciprocity, selfless love, divine love, yes. The Buddha heart, one's own true heart, best self. just seeing or experiencing all different senses, just recognizing or seeing through impermanent, illusory, anomalous appearances and phenomena. And third, just allowing, releasing. 3 steps to actualize the inherent freedom of being. Just seeing through, just being, allowing, letting be. 3 steps to actualize the inherent freedom of being, according to the great Dzogchen Master Longchenpa. 3 almost simultaneously steps to freedom and liberation. Buddha mind. Non-dual awareness, unconflicted, integral wholeness and completeness, the natural great connection, the natural great perfection, Dzogchen. Mani Padme Hori. Om Mani Padme Hori. Om Mani Padme Hori. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hori. Om Mani Padme Hori. Om Mani Padme Hori. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hori. Om Mani Padme Hori. Om Mani Padme Hori. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hori. Om Mani Padme Hori. Om Mani Padme Hori. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hori. Om Mani Padme Hori. Om Mani Padme Hori. Om Mani Padme Hori. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hori. Om Mani Padme Hori. Om Mani Padme Hori. Om Mani Padme Hori. Om Mani Padme Hum. May all beings be loved, harmonious, content, well, and free. And may we all together fulfill the spiritual journey all the way home. Sonam dihi tam che zipani tapne ne pejana pamjene Geganachi bala tukpayi sipe sole joa joa show. By the power of this meritorious practice, may the real enemies, our own projections and misdeeds, be overcome and sublime realization fully attained, so we may free beings from the miseries of birth, old age, disease and death, confusion and delusion, and the stormy waves of the great ocean of samsaric existence. What's after that, Dory? Thank you. And the next one. May the pure, brilliant sun of altruistic aspirations, bodhicitta, good heart, dawn in each and every heart and mind, body and soul, energy and spirit, dispelling the darkness of suffering and confusion, violence, greed, and selfishness, unstoppably, until all together are illumined, liberated, and awakened. May it be so, from Buddha, your mouth to Buddha's ears, to Buddha's third ear. How sweet it is. Well, it's so nice to see everybody. Look, there's Suzanne Woodland at the Parthenon atop the Acropolis. Don't soar too close to the sun, Icarus. There's the Dzogchen Foundation, embodied as Tara Giovanni. Who else is there? There's Ann Bob Charles Watts, straddling the Rocky Mountains. Who else do we have? There, Leo Shapiro, surrounded by his wife's oil paintings. Joan Lloyd, Blue for Kuntazampa, we love it. Nancy the Nameless, hi. Who else? Bonnie LaAlia, still here with all these years, after all these years. Bonnie. Who else do we have? Gary Palin with his woven yarmulke. I like it. Who else is here? Dawn, sorry about your son, buddy. I know I thought it was your brother last week. Information flows slow here in the slow lane. There's Nathan Walk. Looks like relegated to the basement for bad behavior, for naughty behavior there in the heartland in Kansas City, the land of the losers. Joel Sheldon, one of the beautiful people of Southern California. Hi, Joel. Nice to see you all. Too many to mention. Oh, here comes everybody, as James Joyce said. He knew what he was talking about. Here comes everybody. And nobody at the same time. I love it. Ah, yes. Long live the Dharma. Thank God for the non-theistic Dharma. That's what I say, jokingly. Thank God for the Dharma. I'd probably be even more dead without it. So I talked quite a bit in the beginning and in the guide. And, oh, look, there's Tara in sunny Southern California with her lumberjack shirt or PJs. You never know with these people. Oh, dear Dorf and the rest, so dear to me, my heart. Anybody have any questions or sharing? Please.
I don't have any questions right now, Lama.
Good, everything must be perfectly clear then.
One never knows.
Oh, look. You have to read the signs, folks. I just found this on my nephew-in-law's desk. I think this must be a sign. It says here, Best Western Rewards. How appropriate. The moment I can't even see if it's in my camera, this view, but good luck. You have to read the signs, as it says in the Silver Linings Sutra playbook, something. Best Western, and in big letters, rewards. So that's our reward for today.
I have a question for you.
Okay, thank you.
Not very deep. But if one were to, in continuing studies, what do you think is one of the best books to read?
Is that a question from you, Dory?
Yeah.
Since you mentioned studies, and I know you mean studies and practice and spiritual life and progress, but I suggest about books, something I don't mind talking about. And I've mentioned so many, and I've published so many reading lists. Look at the back of many of my published books. We used to have reading lists, beginners, intermediate, advanced, on the Dzogchen website. Who knows if it's still there? I don't know. I can't even open the computer, get it on half the time. I could mention some recent books that I've been enjoying, like Helen Twerkoff's memoir of growing up Buddhist or something like that in New York, called Lotus Girl. Helen Twerkoff, a wonderful friend and colleague, founder of Tricycle, the Buddhist magazine. I know you, Dory, like serious books, so I won't mention The Little Prince, The Tao Te Ching, Jonathan Living Sea, Buddha, Gull, or any of those, my favorite books. Um, Lama Ken McLeod's great book that I can't remember the title of. Somebody can type it into the sidebar there. My name's even on the cover with an endorsement, but whatever it is, Awakening to Your Life or something. Wake Up to Your Life. That's it. A wonderful, deep and thorough book by a real learned and accomplished Western Lama, Ken McLeod. Wake Up to Your Life. Very recommendable with a lot of pith instructions, translations, explanations, charts. He was Kalu Rinpoche's first Western translator in the early 70s. A venerable American Buddhist teacher, Ken. So that's a few. But then, you've read a lot of books and you've known me a long time, so I don't know, if you've read those all. Some of them are worth reading even every day, like the Tao Te Ching or the Little Prince.
Tao Te Ching by Stephen Mitchell.
The Tao Te Ching by Lao Tzu, yes, in the translation by Stephen Mitchell. Yes, wonderful. Radical Acceptance by Tara Brach, an American yoga and mindfulness and insight meditation teacher, Tara Brach. Radical Acceptance, a real bestseller. She really applies it and brings it down to life. She's a mother also. Louis Richmond Sensei's book, Work as a Spiritual Practice, much recommendable. Louis Richmond. And his latest book, this may relate to some of you, Aging as a Spiritual Practice, also recommendable. Aging as a Spiritual Practice by Louis Richmond. Now, of course, if you want to read Buddhist books, if you want to read Dzogchen books, go ahead. There's so many. By Longchenpa, by Tsoknyi Rinpoche and Tulku Urgyen Rinpoche. By me, Natural Radiance, and Make Me One with Everything, another book full of Dzogchen and co-meditation, into meditation, nature meditations. So that's a few. Even you, Dory, probably haven't read them all. I don't know.
No, I haven't read them all. I have a stack.
But you're psychic. Why don't you just tune in directly to where they're all coming from, to the source? Get to the source, man. And ladle it out generously. Soak in it, marinate it, get saucier, and ladle it out. Dole it up, as the one thing you used to say is Indian English. Dole it up. We were all laughing and wondering where he got that. Dole it out. So that's a few thoughts.
I'm sorry?
That's a few thoughts, since you asked about books and studies. But if you want to expand the nature of the word study, and many say, in the Dharma and transformative spirituality and the path, don't just study books, but, study and practice and experience, and also practice, cultivating the cardinal virtues like generosity and all the rest. Yes. And I'm going to add study nature, study yourself. What book is best for that? My poetry journal is one of the best for that, for me. Anyway, study nature. Maybe nature is the only book some of us non-intellectuals need to read. Study the elements like water. Water is my teacher. Be near the water and all is well. Be in the water, even better. Hold my head underwater. Best. I was watching the World Series last night, studying the World Series last night, with my great nephew. But he might be my grandnephew. I can never remember. He's both great and grand. He's 14. And a New Yorker, so guess what? Anyway, so his father, who's also similar, came into the room and he was going, "Oh, I feel so great. I just had a hot shower." And this is like the man who has everything. And I really appreciate it, how much he appreciated his hot shower. For any number of reasons, I was appreciating it, you know? The droughts in Cuba and other places. The amount of population in the world doesn't have hot water or potable drinking water. People with the leisure to be taking a shower every day. That was probably a second shower in a day because you probably had one in the morning and then we played baseball with the kids in the afternoon. I bet you that was the second hot shower of the day. I mean, how rich are we? I saw a cartoon the other day and I may have passed it on to some of you. I can't remember. Who could remember? It said, it was a cartoon, of course, it was a picture. It said, I really feel sorry for those rich people who only have money. Any other questions, anybody, before we have the last rites and go outside and meet the divine? Nice to see you all. Take care. Stay aware. Thanks, Dory. Menla in the background, Kathy Albanese in the background, and all others who help us get together like this. Love to one.